Lisbon's new municipal master plan, which is nearing completion, posits a spatial development model for the city comprising 4 main elements: the Arco Ribeirinho riverfront area, the Baixa e Eixo Central downtown and central area, the necklace of centralities or urban centres, and the Segunda Circular ring road, a fulcral area where new plans and projects shaping the Lisbon landscape are being implemented. Arco Ribeirinho. In the Arco Ribeirinho, the Municipal Council has developed a general intervention plan for the 19-kilometre riverfront area in order to blueprint integrated development there. It has signed agreements with the government to free up important areas of intervention for city use, fostering the relationship with the river, respecting and restoring environmental and cultural features, revitalising the capital in urban and economic terms, and providing new spaces for people to enjoy. The Champalimau Foundation Research Centre supports cutting-edge research. It gives priority to encouraging discoveries that may contribute to improved well-being and to sponsoring new standards of knowledge. The new headquarters in Pedrosos will be inaugurated at the end of 2010. Important investment will be made in the cultural and architectural zone of Ajuda Belém, renovating public areas and creating cultural and tourist anchors such as: situated on the site of the former Oficinas Gerais do Exército, between Rua de Junqueira and the riverfront, the new Coach Museum will house the Portuguese National Coach Collection. A glazed bridge linking the 2 museum buildings will provide visitors with a superb view of the site's rich heritage. The project for extending the Centro Cultural de Belém with 2 new modules is included in the renovation of the riverfront by the Praça do Império and Mosteiro dos Jerónimos. These 2 modules had in fact been included in the original design, but not built. One will house a library, an auditorium seating 600, and a multi-purpose area. The other will serve as a hotel. The Calçada de Ajuda layout plan deals with an area rich in monuments and heritage. The building of the former barracks of the 2nd Lancers will be renovated as a public space with commercial activities and services. This is the starting point for bringing together the constructed environment of museums and monuments, from the river to Palácio de Ajuda. There are also plans to create large facilities, gardens and housing for different social strata. The plan also includes restoration of the first turfed football pitch, Silésias, which will be restored to its function as a sports facility. The layout plan for the area surrounding the Palácio de Ajuda aims to enhance the important heritage in the zone, linking the heritage centre with the surrounding urban fragments, cleaning up and renovating the rundown housing areas. These objectives will be achieved through restoring the pediment in the facade of the Ajuda National Palace and its surrounding area, by organising the southern zone, reorganising road traffic on the bridge, connections to the Ajuda University campus, and renovation of the Bairro 2 de Maio housing estate. Situated in a select zone of the city between Rua das Janelas Verdes and Avenida 24 de Julho and encompassing Palácio Pombal, this project will house the Centro Cultural Africano. It will be up and running in 2012 and will include a public square flanked by 2 buildings that will serve to showcase contemporary African culture and cultural events, theatre, dance, music. The centre will include other buildings with a restaurant, bar, auditorium and gardens. In the Terro de Boa Vista, 2 layout plans will foster the restoration and conversion of this central area by reconfiguring Avenida 24 de Julho, creating new public spaces, providing connections to the river via 2 pedestrian bridges and enhancing existing facilities, as well as introducing a new architectural icon, the future Empresa de Eletricidade Portugal headquarters. The project for the Ribeira das Naus public space is to recreate the site, presenting the contemporary as a synonym for quality and nurturing respect for the spirit of the place, for the city itself and for its citizens. The creation of a new public space for enjoying the river is a prime example of a new way of city building, with emphasis on places for walking and strolling. The new cruise ship terminal will significantly boost the number of port calls at Lisbon from cruise ships. and is also an opportunity to rethink the city's relationship with the river. In addition to the terminal building, the stretch from Docca de Marinha to Santa Polonia station at the heart of the old city will acquire a vast landmark garden area for a variety of uses and activities, providing a harmonious relationship between the riverside area and the hillside. The Val de Sant Antonio Urban Development Plan aims to foster urban development in an area that is currently underrated and underutilised, providing new social, sporting, educational and health facilities, and an urban park connecting Avenida General Rosadas and Avenida Mozinho de Albuquerque. The Matinha layout plan will define a new, modern urban design that is rooted solidly in the relationship with the surrounding areas, ensuring continuity to the south of Parque das Nações. The plan provides for a new residential area, facilities for the service industry and the new Lisbon Cathedral, as part of the renovation of the riverfront, creating a new urban park that will house features of industrial archaeology which are to be restored. Let us now move on to the nerve centre of Lisbon City, the downtown and central areas. The layout plan of the Pombalijn Baixa, which was under public debate until September 2010, has the objective of ensuring integrated physical, social and economic regeneration for the area by updating Marquês de Pombal's 18th century plan and incorporating the respective historical evolution of the last 250 years. The Baixa will regain a pivotal role based on political and institutional centrality. There will be new spaces dedicated to knowledge economy, regeneration of the commercial and residential sectors, and consolidating a cultural centre and renovating public spaces. The urban development plan for Avenida de Liberdade and surrounding area seeks to regenerate this central axis of the city, revaluing its prestigious commercial and residential function, the sites of tertiary activities, hotels, cultural, leisure and restaurant facilities, hand in hand with the upgrading of public spaces. The plan also aims to safeguard cultural and environmental heritage and will create public spaces from currently existing private areas on the adjacent hillsides. The Parque Mayer layout plan seeks to return this iconic space for fun and culture to the citizens of Lisbon. The aim is to create new cultural spaces, renovate the Capitolio Cine Theatre, reconvert the Variedades Theatre and build a new 600-seater multi-purpose auditorium, as well as revitalising the vast heritage portfolio of the Botanical Gardens and the museums of the Escola Politecnica, and encouraging urban regeneration in the whole surrounding area. The string of new central areas connects Alcântara to Parque das Nações. The investments to be made in updating the Cintura de Lisboa rail line will create new opportunities for a set of urban polarities to emerge. The Alcântara Urban Development Plan will introduce a new central area in Lisbon, offering new spaces providing facilities, commerce, services and technology-based activities. A green corridor will be constructed between Monsanto and the river, which will include the new urban park linking Alcântara Terra and Alcântara Mar, culminating in a large public square at the Alcântara Maritime Terminal. The aim of the Entrecampos Sete Rios urban study is to provide an integrated structure for this important central area of Lisbon, anchored in the Entrecampos and Sete Rios transport interchanges. This study recommends that the green corridor linking Parque Eduardo VII and Monsanto be formalised and submits a coordinated proposal for public spaces with the development of new green urban areas. The layout plan for the Eastern Hospital block provides for the construction of the new Todos os Santos Hospital and for the organisation of the adjacent urban networks. The site of this hospital will have a great impact on revitalising Marvila and its integration into the rest of the Lisbon city fabric. The plan revokes previous building permission granted for an area where a green corridor is now planned that will link Parque de Bela Vista and Monsanto. The urban development plan for the area around Estação do Oriente will generate a new central area, projecting the central zone of Parque das Nações westwards, with the Gare do Oriente high-speed train station and access to the new Lisbon airport being the main fulcra. The plan envisages converting the old industrial areas into sites for services, hotels and emerging activities such as biotechnology, information and communication technologies and urban logistics, together with provision for complementary residential areas. We now turn to the North and Northeast Circuit, from the Segunda Circular that forms a link between the more recent expansion areas and the traditional urban centre, and which will undergo a process of integrated regeneration, allowing for it to be transformed into a new central area along the whole of its route. With the closure of Lisbon Airport planned for 2017, a new opportunity will be created for connecting Parque das Nações and Alta de Lisboa. The urban development plan for Alta de Lumiar covers the main area of expansion for Lisbon, where creating a residential area for around 60,000 inhabitants has been planned, that will be integrated into the rest of the city through extending the central thoroughfare from Campo Grande. The North-East Circuit stretches from the northern tip of Ameixoeira to the borders of Carnide by the Pontinha interchange. An urban study was carried out envisaging the organisation of this area, reconverting the small areas of unauthorised housing, expanding the technology park, creating the periferical park, and structuring the support and access network. The aim here is to upgrade the Padre Cruz district as part of a partnership programme for urban regeneration. The Municipal Council will count on the active participation of the Residents' Association and various local associations and institutions in carrying out this programme. The Carnide-Luge Urban Development Plan proposes integrated rehabilitation of the historic centre of Carnide, focusing on preserving the architectural heritage and the country lanes and pre-existing rural structures. The plan envisages converting old farms into an urban park and providing a series of new facilities for sports, social services, cultural activities and healthcare. The large-scale projects, the studies and the new plans developed over the last 3 years formalise an integrated vision of the capital for the 21st century. One that is sustainable, more inclusive, more competitive and more cosmopolitan. Lisbon, a city for the future.